New news from the car industry. It's between Toyota and EV-only extremists. Toyota made a strong statement. The clash is going on between Toyota and EV-only extremists. Do you know what has happened out there? Let us find it out. A Toyota executive in Australia has accused electric car lobbyists of manufacturing nothing more than media releases, as the auto giant Toyota doubles down on its pledge that no motorist should be left behind in the drive to reduce vehicle emissions. Do you know what happened then? When talking about Toyota, they sell many cars in Australia and around the world. Some people think electric cars are the best way to reduce pollution from cars. They want everyone to buy electric cars and stop using petrol and diesel cars. They say electric cars are better for the environment and cheaper to run. They also say electric cars are the future of transportation. These people are called EV-only extremists. But Toyota does not agree with these people. Toyota's point of view is that electric cars are not suitable for everyone. The company also mentioned that electric cars are not good for some places such as farms, deserts, and mountains. The company also added that electric cars need a lot of minerals and batteries to make electric cars also needs a lot of power stations and charging points to work. Toyota thinks there are many other ways to reduce pollution from cars. Toyota is claiming that hybrid cars are a good option for many people. The company ensures that hybrid cars use less fuel and emit less pollution than petrol and diesel cars. Hybrid cars are cheaper and easier to use than electric cars. Toyota is saying that hybrid cars can work in any place and in any condition. Toyota has been making hybrid cars for a long time. The company has sold many hybrid cars in Australia and around the world. Toyota claims that hybrid cars are a proven technology that works well. Hybrid cars are part of Toyota's plan to achieve carbon neutrality. Carbon neutrality means having no net impact on the climate from greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere and cause global warming. Carbon dioxide is the most common greenhouse gas. Cars produce carbon dioxide when they burn fuel or use electricity. Toyota wants to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide their cars produce. Toyota wants to make their cars more efficient and less polluting. Toyota wants to offer different kinds of cars for different kinds of customers. Toyota wants to help all the drivers lower their cars' pollution. However, some people do not like Toyota's plan. They think Toyota is not doing enough to reduce pollution from cars, while others think Toyota is lying or hiding something about its plan. Is Toyota trying to slow down or stop the progress of electric cars? Those EV extremists are saying like that. Electric car extremists often criticize or attack other car companies that do not agree with them. They often make news statements or media releases to spread their views, which are most of the time not true. Toyota does not like these people and doesn't agree with their opinions. Do you know why? The reason is that Toyota feels that these people are unfair and unreasonable. According to Toyota, these people are only making noise and not helping anyone. These EV lovers are playing a short game without looking at the big picture. Toyota has responded to these people many times. Toyota has defended its plan and explained its reasons. The company has challenged these people to look at the facts and the fine print. They also showed their work on electric cars. The Japanese company has also shown its work on other technologies, such as hydrogen fuel cells, biofuels, synthetic fuels, solar power, and wind power. The company recently made a statement that they are exploring all possible ways to reduce car pollution. Toyota claimed they are open-minded and flexible at the future of transportation. Toyota always wants to be a leader in reducing car pollution. The company always wants to be a responsible and reliable car company for everyone. Toyota added that they want to leave no one behind on the journey to carbon neutrality. Mr. Hanley said many times in the news show that Toyota has made cars that are electric for a long time. They started with the Prius hybrid car in Australia in 2001. The company has sold over 350,000 hybrid cars in Australia and more than 20 million hybrid cars worldwide. Sean Hanley is a big boss at Toyota. At a new car show in Sydney, he talked to the car news people. He told them some things that he planned to say. After the reveal, someone asked him what Toyota thought about electric cars. Some people said that Toyota was not making electric cars fast enough. The Toyota executive said that Toyota did not make the first hybrid car in the 1990s. He added that Honda made the first hybrid car, Honda Insight. Mr. Hanley claimed that Toyota did not give up on hybrid cars and added that Toyota kept working and selling hybrid cars yearly, mostly by themselves. Mr. Hanley also claimed that Toyota was the only car company that always had hybrid cars for sale from then until now. Mr. Hanley claimed that his company always had a long-term plan to make their cars less polluting and added that Toyota customers were already helping to reduce pollution from their cars. He also added that 1 out of 3 cars sold today use electricity, and he thought this number would go up to more than half in 2 years because of Toyota's hybrid cars and their new electric cars. Mr. Hanley added that the company did not count Hilux Ute, which only had a small electric power, as an electric car. When asked if they could do more to help the environment, Mr. Hanley said that they could and everyone could do more. He also added that he was sure that people would see evidence in the future of how good Toyota was at making and selling cars. He also mentioned that Toyota had many different ways to make their cars less polluting, and said that Toyota wanted to have no impact on the climate by 2050, and they wanted to do without leaving anyone behind. In the presentation, Mr. Hanley unveiled the electric Hilux concept, a short-range and two-wheel drive vehicle that can use mostly for city rather than a four-wheel drive system for off-roading. Mr. Hanley pointed out the difficulty of putting battery power in the Hilux with today's technology. Mr. Hanley talked to the Australian news people later. They asked him what Toyota thought about the government's plan to make cars use less fuel, and he answered that some people said that Toyota was trying to stop electric cars from coming. He added that it was not true. Mr. Hanley mentioned that Toyota was always wanted a good and fair goal for how much pollution cars make, but told that the goal had to be something people could afford, use, and not be left out. He added that this was the only thing they wanted and could do. Toyota is one of the biggest car companies in the world. They started in 1937 in Japan. They are famous for making good, new, and fast cars. They used to make machines for making clothes. Toyota has a special way of making cars. Some call it a Toyota production system or lean manufacturing. This changed how people make cars. It focuses on making things better and using less resources. In the year 2000, Toyota made more cars in North America. They also became more important in places like China and India. They cared greatly about the environment and did good things for the planet. Everyone is now concerned about environment. Most people think that the use of internal combustion engines is one thing that causes pollution and harms our environment. But at the same time, Toyota has a soft side to internal combustion engine cars, and they are not actively pushing EV manufacturing. In the event, Toyota's stand was strong, and Mr. Hanley mentioned the difficulty of putting a battery pack in their Hilux. This is showing the attitude of Toyota to electric cars. This may or may not be convincing to others, but now Toyota had a strong reason for their statements. It is necessary to know which countries have taken initiatives to reduce pollution. The European Union, America, and China are big countries with many people and cars. They want to help the planet and the people by using less fuel and more electric cars. America has not made a rule like this yet, but they are considering it. The President of America wants to make half of their new cars electric by 2030. China has not made a rule like this yet, but they are working on it. They want to make 40% of their new cars electric by 2030. They also want to make their electric cars cheaper and better. These countries are trying to change their cars from fuel to electric. They think that this will help them save the planet and the people. As the EV-only extremists are coming against Toyota, Toyota is standing strong. The company is against EV extremists and, at the same time, supports EVs. The company's statements clearly show that Toyota loves internal combustion engines more than EVs. Comment on this incident and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.